Cool.
So, Mum, tell me about Baroque pearls. They're so in fashion now. You see them on Chanel runways, on all the major fashion shows. Why are they so cool, and what makes this extraordinary lumpy shape?
So I think, firstly, they're really cool because right now we're into individuality and everything is different. And there is nothing that embodies that more than a Baroque pearl.
That's interesting.
And the pearls are Baroque because what happens is that when you...
Is this a Baroque pearl?
So it is actually a freshwater Baroque shaped pearl. Typically, it should only be a Baroque pearl if it's an oyster pearl, which are on my knee. But freshwater should be a Baroque shape because it's technically.
Baroque means irregular.
Baroque means like gone crazy.
Okay.
Totally crazy. So a bit like here, but in a cultured oyster pearl, it'll always have a round bead as part of it. So if you can see here, or here even, you can definitely see the round bead that formed the original pearl, but an organic substance attaches itself to the core, and because it's organic, it decomposes. Nacre is quite malleable at that point, and so it bubbles open and then creates these totally crazy, fantastical shapes.
Wow.
And just sometimes they're actually a jeweler's nightmare because if this, for example, should break and I'd need to restring it, the core might have come off. And so then to get the silk through the original hole is almost impossible. So, but if you hear this, have a look, hear of that.
Wow, what's that noise? What does that mean?
So that is the core.
Okay.
That should be attached to the nacre, but is no longer attached and is completely free.
Okay.
So you can imagine trying to drill through that because it's crazy.
So it's almost that thing inside then had something organic go around it, which decomposed and blew up, which has created this inflated shape, like a pillow.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Okay.
So Baroque pearls, what colours do they come in?
So Baroque pearls can come in any color. So with Baroque shape in a freshwater, you can have any color that there'll be a freshwater.
Because Baroque is the shape, not the color of the type of pearl. It's simply the shape.
Exactly. Okay. And whereas in an oyster pearl, it'll be whatever the oyster can produce. You mainly find them in Akoya or in South Sea. You can find them in Tahitian, but that's really pretty rare.
Interesting. And Baroque pearls are pretty chunky, so I would assume that it works well with someone with a bigger frame, with sort of big features. Is that right? I mean, how would you dress a Baroque pearl?
So if you're a small frame, I would have like a single pendant or 2 or 3, but no more, because they are, as you say, they're full of character, these pearls. They're like pack a punch. So therefore, for me, for example, they're great because I've got interesting features, and therefore this kind of, for example, this necklace here, I'll give you this one so you can enjoy that one too. You see, this looks fabulous on me because I've got knobbly nose, knobbly everything. Whereas if you have very regular features, I would really just go for 1, 2, or 3 and no more.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And are Baroque pearls expensive?
Yes, of course they're, at the moment they are very expensive because everybody wants them.
Right.
And so therefore the price has gone up. When I first started designing well over 30 years ago now, they were really reasonable. And so I did loads of designs in them. But of course, as everybody started wanting them, the prices went up.